Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for August 30th of 2025 is titled A 2% Moon. So, what do we see here? Well, here we see an image of a very thin crescent moon, and this is what we would call a waxing crescent moon. And the waxing crescent is the moon that is visible in the evening just after sunset. And you can often identify it by the fact that the right-hand side is the portion that will be illuminated. So the portion that's illuminated is pointing toward the direction of the sun, which would be down below the horizon here. Now, the less percentage of the moon that's illuminated, the harder it is to see. A new moon would be 0%. You would not be able to see anything. And after that, the moon will become slightly more illuminated every day. But it can be very hard to find simply because a crescent moon can never be very far from the sun in the sky. So the smaller, the thinner the crescent, the closer it is to the sun, and the harder it is to see. Mainly because in order to see it, because it's not very bright, you need to have the sun below the horizon, and since the moon is always close to the sun at this phase, the sun below the horizon means that the moon is going to be lost in the twilight. So it can be very hard to pick up a very young moon like this just after sunset, as we see here. Now, in this case, the moon was 1.5 days old. So just a day and a half after the new moon. And again, it's very hard to be able to pick that out. Just a day or two later, it'll be very easy to see. But trying to find that first moon as it comes out from new moon can be very difficult and does depend on the timing and the visibility off toward the western horizon where you would watch the sun setting. But if you wait for sunset and you know when the phase is there, it's a chance to be able to find a very young, thin crescent moon like this. Now, the telescope in the foreground is actually used for communication with spacecraft and is off in the Canary Islands Space Center. And that is, again, to communicate with various different spacecraft and retrieve their signals from Earth as they communicate, as they explore other portions of our solar system. Now, the sky itself, you'll note, has a pink color to it. Now, we do see the sky change color as the sun sets, but here what we're actually seeing is fine grains of sand and dust in the sky. And that is because of the location of this. The Canary Islands, being off the western coast of Africa near the Sahara Desert, are very prone to this, that dust and grains of sand picked up by winds can then affect the coloring of the sky. And that's what we're seeing here with that pinkish color caused by those sand grains from the Sahara Desert nearby that is then affecting the appearance of the sky over in the Canary Islands. So that was our picture of the day for August 30th of 2025. It was titled A 2% Moon. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be a planetary pillow. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.